Mindfulness Project family, it's Advent calendar time. I'm super happy to be back, and one thing which is really important for me and my heart and my life and what inspired me so much, it begins with the story. I mean, Christmas is story time. So imagine the Buddha, when he got enlightened. He had this amazing experience maybe nobody else before him had, and it took him 28 days where he was just staring at the Bodhi tree under which he got enlightened, to try to comprehend what he just experienced. It was also for his enlightenment mind such an incredible impact, and at one point he was realizing, wait a second, what I just have experienced, what I have just discovered is probably so mind-blowing that nobody on this earth will ever understand truly what it means. So he decided to not teach, to not talk about it, to not do anything with it, maybe just go into the mountains and live like a hermit for the rest of his life. So, and then one of the highest gods saw that the Buddha got enlightened, and he saw that he refused to teach. So he went down to the Buddha and said, "Hey Buddha, you are enlightened, but you have no idea." And this god said, if you really look around, then you will see people with little dust in their eyes. The Buddha was like, really? So he had his Buddha eyes, this, all-seeing eyes of his. So he looked around, and then he saw the ascets which he was practicing with before, his spiritual friends who he was with, and he saw, oh, this Creator God is right, and there are really people with little dust in their eyes. And then it switched, and he started teaching for the next 45 years, and he gave his whole life to the people. He gave his whole life to teach people, to make them experience what he has experienced, and so many people got enlightened ever since. So, and this switch in the Buddha's mind is a very important one, because we can see in our own life that a lot of times we are so stuck in our little world, in our little bubble. We try to navigate through life the best we can, and we do mistakes and we do good things and stuff like this, but our mind state is more connected with me, myself, my life, my wishes, my wantings, my feelings, my desires. And if you really want to progress in life, there need to come also for each of us this switch in mind where we stop thinking about myself and what do I think, and more go to the giving heart, to this place where we say it's not important, like this world is so much more than we see, feel and touch. This world and the connection of everything what is going on is so much deeper. And the question is, what do I bring into this world? What kind of energy do I bring to this world? And the idea is to become of service of others, that you just help others, that you care for others. So the mind and the heart of a Buddha is that of service, that of deeply caring, not for yourself but for others. And this service mind can be the next revolution, because our whole system is built on me, mine and ego, me, mine and ego. Everything is connected with you do something, you get money in return. You go to the airport and you want this little card thing to put your suitcase on. Here in Thailand it's free. You just take it, put your suitcase on and go. Before in Germany you had to pay a little just deposit. So you pay, you get your card, you put your bag somewhere, and then you come back and get your coin again. And now you pay. You literally pay just to have a little card in the airport. And for everything what happens in our world, people are start to charge money for. So the revolution will take if you do exactly the opposite what the system is telling you. That means if we start to do things for free, if we really start to care for others, if we have an economy which is based on giving instead of based on taking, then we can make this switch in this world happen. Then we can make this switch happen to, you know, just changing anything what is there. And for a lot of people that's hard to believe, but you know, this whole world is just a sum of the people living on this planet, and if we change our mind states towards service, then this world will become a paradise. This world will become a place where we are just, you know, giving and sharing and caring for each other. And we can only survive when we start to develop this mind state. If we don't come to the point where we share with the people who don't have enough to eat, if we don't come to the point where we, instead of wanting something, we give to the environment, that we save the environment, instead of polluting them for some nice travel experiences, for some nice, you know, consumption, then the change will happen. So I hope we can all get inspired, and I would like you to think about what little thing can you do. And it doesn't have to be big things. It doesn't have to be that you know, just make the revolution happen on your own. It's just all the tiny little gifts and givings will make the change. So think about what you can do. You know, donate one day to go to a senior center. Go and donate one day to play with the kids in your neighborhoods. You know, just think about something. Just maybe make some cookies and hang them at the door of somebody. And if you want, write down below in the comment section what you have done. You know, just spread out the good news. You know, let us spread what we can do, and let that make a fire which just takes over. Yeah. So enjoy your day and enjoy giving. Thank you.